Hello students. So in this particular video we'll understand about the marks evaluation for each and every chapter for the subject that is IT in commerce for 12th standard. So the scheme of evaluation will be in two terms, that is, first the exam will be conducted in the half syllabus pattern. In that we'll take any 3 chapters and those chapters will have a weightage of 50 marks and the time slot will be given for 2.5 hours. So it will be a theory test or theory exam which will be conducted at college level. And the second is preliminary. So this will be for 80 marks, the same like how the board exams are being taken. So it will be for 80 marks and the time duration will be given 2.5 hours, and in this you will have all the syllabus, that is the full syllabus, means total 4 chapters. So even this will be a theory paper which will be done at college level. Now out of 80 marks, the 60 marks will be based on objectives and 20 marks will be based on theory, that is the subjective. You have to write the question answers. So the preliminary practical is for 20 marks and the practical will be conducted for total 3 hours and they will be conducted in the college itself in the practical lab. Whereas the board exam theoretical paper will be of 80 marks and the time duration to solve that paper will be 2.5 hours and it will be based on the whole syllabus, which will be an online theory exam. So there will be no written exam, there will be an online theory exam. Next is, out of 80 marks, 60 marks will be based on objectives and 20 marks will be based on subjective. So we'll see now regarding the practicals. So the practicals pattern will be for 20 marks and the duration for the practical will be 3 hours. And the practical will be conducted at the college in the computer lab. Okay. So what is the paper pattern? The paper pattern for the term 1, that is the terminal exam, which will be based on 3 chapters, that is chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 4. So these 3 lessons will be considered in your first term, that is the terminal exam, which will be for 50 marks. So the paper pattern for it is filling the blanks. Number of questions are 5 and marks will be 5. State true or false. Number of questions 5, marks 5. Multiple choice with single answer 10, marks 10. Multiple choice with 2 correct answers. Total number of questions are 5 and you have total marks 10. So 2 marks each. Multiple choice with 3 correct answers. So there will be only 2 multiple choice with 3 correct answer and the marks will be given as 6. And match the pairs will be there and the number of questions are 4 and you have the marks 4. And then there is an section for programming. So you have 2 HTML programs, out of them you have to solve 1. So number of questions are 2 and the marks are 5. Again one more question number 7 is there, where you have an HTML program, where you have 2 HTML program and you have to solve any one, which is for 5 marks. So this is about the first term exam which will be taken at the college level. Next is the paper, the final exam which will be conducted. That exam is of 80 marks and the time duration of that exam will be 2.5 hours. So the paper pattern is same paper pattern how you had in your terminal exam. So instead of 5 marks you have 10 marks here. So filling the blanks are for 10 marks and there will be 10 questions. State true or false will be for 10 marks, 10 questions. Multiple choice with 1 single answer 10 marks and 10 questions. And multiple choice with 2 correct answers, there are 10 questions with 20 marks. Multiple choice with 3 correct answers, there are only 2 with 6 marks. Match the followings are 4 with 4 marks and answer in brief. So here you have answer in brief, where you have to solve any 5 and number of questions are 8. So out of 8, any 5 you have to solve and 2 marks each, like that you will get 10 marks. And then there is a coding section where you get 2 HTML programs. Out of that you have to solve only one, so it is for 5 marks each. So this is how is your final exam pattern. So after that you have a practical examination. So your practical examination pattern includes HSC board practical duration is totally for 3 hours, and you have a different section in your textbook, that is SOP section, that is the skills of practical sections, online practical session, which is in the end of your textbook. So you have total various practicals, and out of them you will get the samples or the slips of any of the programming. So total 2 slips of different practical set should be given to the student. You will not get the same practicals. 2 different practicals will be given to each and every students, and out of that student should perform any one. So any one practical will be performed by the student of his or her choice. So 15 marks. So how is the evaluation of practical? So there are total 20 marks. Okay. So the handwritten code will be given 5 marks. Correct typing as well as syntax will be given as 5 marks. If your program is going to run properly and you are going to get a correct output, then you will be allotted with 3 marks, and the printout of your executed program will be for 2 marks. So this is how the 15 marks will be given for the practical examination, and the rest 5 marks will be given for the certified journal, which journal you will be writing throughout the year. So this is how the 20 marks practical examination will be conducted. After that we have the next section, that is how the weightage is distributed. So chapter-wise weightage is the first chapter, that is advanced web designing. It consists of total 20 marks, and if you take with option then it is for 30 marks. Then the second chapter is digital marketing. The weightage for digital marketing is 15 marks, and with option also it is 15 marks. Next, the third chapter is computerized accounting with GST. So the marks are 15, along with it with option it is 17. Next is e-commerce and e-governance. The weightage is 10 marks, along with the option it becomes 12. Next is database concepts with LibreOffice base. So the marks are 10, and with option the weightage will be 10. And the last is lesson number 6, enterprise resource planning. So the weightage for this chapter is 10, and with option it will be 12. So likewise, so total paper is for 80 marks, and with option the paper goes for 96 marks. So these are the weightages of each and every topic. So proposed weightage for objective is also given, and the type of questions are also given, and total questions and marks are also given. So this is how you have to prepare accordingly for your midterm exam, then for prelims exam, and then for your final exams or your board practical exams. So thank you for watching.